Hi BZ, how's it going? Thought I'd do another update because I got some stuff in the mail. Picked up a few things recently, but in stores, but I haven't really. There's been one or two things, and I should probably do those too, but I don't have them handy. But I got some things in the mail. I wanted to open up and show them. I may be interrupted by a teapot that goes off. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll get through this quickly. Some of these, I think I know what I'm getting in the mail. I know one for sure. I kind of know another, and kind of know another, but I may be wrong. The music, if you can hear it in the background, is not vinyl. It is an Echo and the Bunnymen comp that I picked up the other day that Salvo released. Cool. All right. So, number one, I have become a little bit, this is interesting, but nicely packaged. They actually put tape on the edge. The who? The what? The Beatles? Surprise, surprise. This is not a full Beatles post. There are other things. But I've recently become obsessed with this album. And because it used to be, as people would put it, canon in the Beatles repertoire of albums, it's no longer. It just sort of has been ignored. It's just been dropped off the face of the earth. It's a collection of Beatle oldies. It was sort of EMI wanted to put out something, Parlophone wanted to put out something around Christmas of, I think Christmas of '66, because Revolver came out in August, I think. Okay, so that we don't hear this whistle for the next few minutes, I'll be right back. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. So they wanted to have a Christmas product to put out, and they gathered up some songs that had only been singles, and some hits and whatnot, and they put together this, which I always thought was a god-awful cover, but I've sort of become attached to it in an odd way. I kind of like it now. The only thing new about it really was this photo of them, and I want to say it's a photo of them when they were in Japan in '66, but I'm not sure. So yeah, this came out as sort of something between, after Revolver in the UK, which came out I think in August, and then they were left with, hey, we need something to sell in the Christmas time, and so they just, they said, we don't have anything. So I think I got a blue label version of this. This is the green label. And it's the only green label German pressing that I have, so kind of nice to have that. I just, like I said, I've become a little obsessed with this album, and I wanna pick up all the variations of it that I can find, including an original one. I haven't found the right deal with an original one yet, but I do have a one-box EMI coming to me, which I'm looking forward to getting. Let's see. See what this is. Anyway, so the collection of Beatles oldies is something I'm just keeping my eye on all the time. Every once in a while, I just sort of go on a binge of searching on eBay and see if anybody's got a good copy of it up that I don't have that version of. I started looking for cassette versions of it. I haven't bought any yet, but we figure that will be the next thing to come up. Let's see, what is this? It's cardboard. Oh, nice. Okay. This is, I don't know what, I think this may be a third pressing. And it's a third pressing on the good old Parlophone label. Cover's in great shape, and it includes all the information from the eBay Opposed flip back. And a nice, really nice cover. It's got some creases on the bottom, but overall the cover is in great shape. And then the LP itself, I'm curious now. I thought the Ematex insert was part of it. Oh, okay, it's inside. If that's the Ematex. Oh, this may have been a later pressing where they didn't use where it was on the gold parlophone, or yellow parlophone, but they didn't do the Ematex insert. So put that back in there. And that's okay. Well, I'm trying not to collect every instance or every version of every album, every pressing, because that would just be insane. And not insane. That would be quite nice. But anyway, a nice mono. Wow. That looks really great. The vinyl on that is just terrific. And a big thank you to Miss Margaret R. Naughton of Marks Grove, London, Southwest 10, England, for taking such good care of. That's her address label there. Oh, it's on the back too. It's on the back of the album cover. I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is. It's right there too. So some people say, oh, that devalues, and yeah, yes and no. I mean, the way I read it is, this woman bought this back in, well, whenever this release was, maybe 64, maybe 65, and listened to it over in London when all the Beatlemania and everything was going on, and it sort of gives it a history for me. So I don't devalue in my collection when someone's even written on the back of. I got something once where someone had written on like a note, because they were giving something away as a gift. In fact, it was the Beatles oldies. I think it was a one-box EMI, which made it an early pressing, but it wasn't in the on the Parlophone yellow label, the Parlophone yellow pressing. But they had written all kinds of things in the back, and a little kind of love note to a degree, because they're giving it to someone, probably a boyfriend. I think it was a boyfriend, and it was signed from, to, and that just sort of adds value to me. Kind of gives the album a personality. I know it sounds strange, I know that sounds awkward, but being a collector, it's kind of neat that those things have an attachment to the past that way. I believe this is going to be something from another Beatle. Yes, you just saw me hit myself in the face. Everybody enjoyed that. Oh well. Yeah, cool. So when I saw this is coming up on vinyl, I jumped at it. It's a Ringo album. Time takes time. Time takes time. Obviously, this is one of my favorite Ringo albums. I don't think it ever made it on vinyl until now. This particular pressing that I got through Amazon is on green vinyl. And I think if you go to Collector's Choice Records, and I'm still debating doing that, they have a limited edition. I think it's only distributed through them, so they say, on red vinyl. So I'm thinking, I might get the red vinyl one as well, but I found that out after nabbing this one on eBay with green vinyl. So this is a good, solid Ringo album. I really liked it when I heard it. This one, Vertical Man, I think those are the two that of this later output that I really like. This one, Vertical Man. So yeah, produced by Don Was, Jeff Lynne, Peter Asher, Phil Ramone. So a lot of good people working on this. I just remember liking this quite a bit. I'll have to grab the CD and give it a quick listen, or pop this on and give it a quick listen. But still might get the red vinyl version, not sure. Okay, this is the big one. And I'm a little concerned because there's some crunchiness going on here, and this is like right here, it's kind of crunched, and even though they have this crunched, and even though they have a solid, you know, it looks like it's really sturdy and nothing will be damaged. It's a box set of vinyl, and I'm a little concerned that it may have damaged that box. This is coming from Burning Shed, and they are very good when it comes to their customer service. I had a Steven Wilson album sent to me, and it had a bent corner on it because of the packaging when it was through the delivery. And when I was emailing them about, the concern regarding this, you know, arriving in one piece. And then I happened to mention that I had something else, that Steven Wilson album that came in the corner. I got an email back saying, "What album was it? We'll send you a replacement album cover." And I said, "Okay." And I told them what it was, and boy, within a week, I had that album cover back in my hands, and it wasn't bent. It was in perfect shape. So good on Burning Shed for all of your. They've been doing a good job. Well, that's Steven Wilson's issue company, and we'll see. So the latest in XTC world is that they have released 2 albums in deluxe box sets, Skylarking and English Settlement, and this looks like it survived just fine. Wow. This is the English Settlement box. I recently posted something on Facebook where there's a video of people doing what they call chalking the horse, and it's near Swindon, where this horse artwork, ancient artwork, exists in the hills. And it shows how they kind of once a year go out and they sort of renew the chalk so that it stays nice and clean, and it's the original drawing or carving that the folks did there. I'm not going to open this up right now because I'm going on 12 minutes. Maybe when I get to Skylarking, maybe I'll open them both up and do a sealed to revealed or not. But this seems to have survived in one piece. I can see that there's a big booklet in here that's kind of crunched just down here in the corner, but that's probably not going to be an issue. I'm okay with it. It's on 2 LPs, like the original was, and also includes a CD as well, I believe. So it says down here, 2 33 1/3 RPM LPs pressed on 200 grams super heavyweight vinyl, a new cut from the original Stereo Master, 16-page book of sleeve notes, artwork and photos by the band, and lyric booklet. CD transfer of original masters. And it's on the Ape label, which is Andy Partridge's new kind of release label for all the XTC stuff. So this is going to be great to dig into. I've got an original, I got a couple copies of this. I have the, I think I have a US 2-disc version of it. I also have the US 1-disc. I think when it was first released in the US, it was cut down to 1 disc and released on RSO Records. I'm not 100% sure. And then Epic eventually, I think, released it, but they put it back on 2 LPs. I've also got a UK original release of this where the XTC and English Settlement and all the information is embossed in here, but it just doesn't have white on it. So, and even on the back, it had the XTC, but it was embossed, but it didn't have it filled in white. And it had a textured cover. This one has a texture on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. The camera probably isn't that good, but you can see kind of a canvas kind of texture to it that's printed on here. That's unfortunately not the actual cardboard or box that you see. It would have been really cool if they had done a textured cover and even done an embossing here so that this felt like it was dug into the cover, like this is dug into the hill. Near Swindon, but nonetheless, it's great to see this album get a deluxe treatment like this, and looking forward to opening it up, and I'll do that on another post. I'm almost at 15 minutes. Thanks, folks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.